So what's the big news from Kaamfu?
The big news is that our service arm, which goes by Prospus, is now officially providing practical AI transformation. So that means we're helping businesses really get ready for operational AI.
What exactly is Prospus?
Prospus is the service side of Kaamfu, so you can think of it as our hands-on delivery team. Prospus, as a separate company, has existed since 2011, building web apps, mobile apps, providing digital services and consulting, and it was acquired by Kaamfu.
Why the shift into AI transformation?
Well, honestly, it's not really a shift because our clients were already asking for it, and we've integrated AI transformation into all of our services already, but we just made it official.
What does practical AI transformation actually mean?
Practical AI transformation means preparing our clients for actually becoming autonomous organizations. So, and the practical part of it means instead of just in the strategy meetings, we're actually driving real structural changes that teams can benefit from right away.
Why do you call it practical?
I call it practical because I found, as a consultant and a services provider, I found that most of the AI advice out there is abstract. It's buy this tool, run this pilot, but we actually go in and we fix the foundations so AI can work properly.
What's the biggest mistake companies make with AI?
I think we're seeing that now. They buy and layer shiny new AI tools on top of a mess, and you can get some benefits because AI is powerful, but with bad data, broken processes, and no documentation, your AI doesn't have context and it can't ever really help you accelerate.
You have a saying, you can't automate chaos. What does that mean?
Really, it should be you can't autonomize chaos, but it's exactly what it sounds like. If your operations are disorganized, then AI is just going to amplify that chaos very well, but it's still going to do it. So you really need a structure first to automate your operation.
So what do you fix before turning on the AI?
There's quite a few different things that we fix, but the very first thing we focus on is workforce visibility, data centralization and contextualization. Then you move into workflow documentation, execution architecture, and on-hand training.
Can you break down workforce visibility?
Yeah, workforce visibility it's just making all of the activity across your entire team, capturing that and making it traceable and visible to those who have to make decisions. Who's doing what? Is it getting done at the right quality? Because if you can't see it, you really can't improve it.
What about data contextualization?
Yeah, well, your data needs to make sense. It needs to tell a story. So we figure out where all the data is, we clean it up and structure it, and that creates context so AI can actually understand it and act on it.
And workflow documentation?
Yeah, we work with our clients to map out how their work actually happens step by step, and that way the system can start learning it and monitoring it and eventually managing it instead of relying on directly on knowledge from your workers.
What's execution architecture?
Execution architecture is really removing all the gray areas, the stuff that slows your workforce down and ultimately confuses AI actually. So clear rules, clear paths, clear outcomes, good for people and it's also good for AI.
And adaptive training?
Yeah, we teach your team how to work alongside AI, how to feed it the right information, how to manage it, audit it, how to get the information out of it that you want, and really to continuously ensure that it's doing what you want it to.
What does this mean for current Kaamfu users?
Well, for current Kaamfu users, it means that we're really just no longer a software company in the background. We're actually a full partner. So we will provide all the services around Kaamfu as well so you can use it correctly.
How is this different from other AI consultants?
Well, I don't think I can really speak for other AI consultants, but what I can say is that we're not just here to sell you a strategy deck and walk away. We want to be there right alongside you to do the work. We'll help you rebuild your foundation, and we'll stick around to make sure it holds. And in addition, we have our own platform, Kaamfu, and that makes a tremendous difference.
What's the philosophy behind all of this?
The philosophy behind all of this would be that structure precedes autonomization and automation. Um, you can't really scale a process that hasn't been defined. So we help companies build that foundation first, and then we work with them to flip the switch.
Where does the Ragsdale framework fit in?
So the Ragsdale framework for autonomization is the research behind everything we do. It's about 25 years of research that maps out how businesses evolve toward autonomy, and Kaamfu is how we put that into practice.
What do you mean by accessible autonomy?
Accessible autonomy is a phrase that we use that means that this isn't just for giant corporations. We want every business to be able to run smarter, leaner, and more independently with AI doing the heavy lifting. So accessible autonomy is about making that possible to small and mid-sized organizations without those budgets.
What kind of results should companies expect?
That's a good question. I would say measurable ones. We can't predict the future, but we don't want to walk in with a lot of vague promises. We talk about real operating improvements that impact your business. Better visibility, cleaner data, faster execution, measurable.
How can someone get started?
Yeah, for the service end, just go to Prospus at prospus.com or email help@prospus.com. If you find yourself on Kaamfu, then you can email help@kaamfu.ai or ask us there as well.